So we just had the final press conference and face-off for the Kell Brook versus Errol Spence fight, which is taking place on Saturday night for the IBF welterweight world title. Both guys seem very confident. Both guys seem to know exactly what they're getting themselves into here. Neither one of them gives off the impression that they're underestimating the other guy. Kell Brook's supporters, at least the majority of them that I've encountered, seem very resentful, upset, and bitter towards Errol Spence. The fact that Errol Spence is the bookie's favorite, the fact that there are so many people picking Errol Spence to win. A lot of these Brook fans are adamant that not only will Brook win this fight, but he'll win it in dominant fashion and that it won't really be overly competitive. This is the impression that a lot of Brook fans are trying to give. Well, Kell Brook don't see it that way. Kell Brook has been saying in the lead up to this fight, including at this press conference, that both him and Errol Spence might hit the deck in this fight. Kell Brook sees this as a very, very serious task. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. If you're a Kell Brook fan, you should be glad that Kell Brook is not being as nonchalant about Spence as the majority of Brook's fans are. Because if Brook was as nonchalant as they were, then Brook would be as good as as good as finished. You might as well not even go to the fight. You might as well just relinquish his IBF belt and give it to Spence. If he had that kind of attitude. No, Brook is taking this very seriously. He knows how good Spence is. He knows how dangerous the guy is. Obviously, Brook believes he's going to win. But he's ready for war. Psychologically, he's prepared to go in there and have to walk through fire to retain the IBF strap. Very, very good attitude to have for Kell Brook. And the same with Errol Spence. Errol Spence has been saying, look, yes, I believe I'm going to win this fight. And you can see it in Spence. He has supreme confidence. This is something which I picked up about Errol Spence a long time ago. This guy is supremely confident. That's why he was able to go into those sparring sessions against those top world-class fighters when he was just a young, inexperienced professional and put it on those guys in sparring. Not have any respect for them. Not be overawed or starstruck or anything like that by people like Floyd Mayweather, etc. This is the special thing about Errol Spence. One of the special things about him is his attitude, his supreme self-belief and confidence. And he exudes that in spades going into this Kell Brook fight. He truly believes this is his destiny. He also knows that Kell Brook is a very good fighter. He's been saying this, and that this is going to be a tough fight. Kell Brook's been talking about landing his chocolate brownie. Errol Spence said, look, yeah, I'm going to get hit with a chocolate brownie. It's going to happen. But I'm tough enough to get through it. I have the will, the desire, and whatever to overcome any obstacles that Kell Brook might present. So when you've got two guys who have supreme confidence, two guys who are driven, who have been training like absolute demons, then you have the makings for potentially a great fight. You've got two young guys. Brook is just 30 or 31 years old now, probably in his prime. Errol Spence maybe not at his prime yet, but approaching it. So all is set for a fantastic, potentially great fight. And that's what I hope to see. So those are my thoughts, people. Even Kell Brook said when he looked in Errol Spence's eyes, they asked him, what do you see when you look in Errol Spence's eyes? Kell Brook didn't say fear. He didn't say trepidation. He didn't say anything like that. He didn't say that Spence had the look of a man who is overawed by the occasion. No, Kell Brook said, I just saw supreme confidence in Errol Spence's eyes. And that's what we want. Because we want both guys to be confident, because that means they're both going to give their best performance. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, people. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your impressions were of the final press conference and weigh-in. I mean, the Errol Spence team were obviously very hyper. Errol Spence himself is not really a trash talker, but his team talk a lot of trash. His team do all the typical American hyping, and that's probably upsetting a lot of the Brook fans again. Well, it is what it is. It's all part of the show business as far as I'm concerned. Spence himself is actually a fairly quiet guy, and he doesn't really tend to say that much. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think of the press conference and face-off, people. It's happening. I'm out.